There's hippo number one. And what the? It's spawning hippos, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, it's almost like the warthogs all over again. Oh my goodness. Hello guys and welcome to part 3 of our Planet Zoo series. I do apologise that I haven't recorded for a while, but we are back with the ever brilliant episode 3. Right, let's get into it.
Lovely stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now, I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them. Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
So, since the last video, we have decided to build this tapir enclosure. And these are ancient animals. They are ancestors dating back over 50 million years. They also are part of the horse and rhinoceros family. They're primarily found in tropical rainforests, grasslands, and wetlands. Let's just put their feeding station down here. Yeah, they prefer areas near water as they are excellent swimmers. And we are going to come back to these guys later on and actually build them a water area that they can go in. They do have a distinctive appearance with a large barrel-shaped body, short legs, and a long, flexible snout that resembles a small trunk, which helps them grasp leaves and fruit, believe it or not. They are herbivores, so they do feed on leaves, fruits, and aquatic plants, and their diet contributes to seed dispersal in their ecosystems, making them important for plant regeneration. Yeah, we have to sort this habitat out, but we are going to move on to pandas further on in this video as well, so we're not going to stay in this one for the rest of the video. These guys can weigh between 500 to 1,000 pounds. That's 225 to 450 kilograms and can reach lengths of about 6 to 8 feet. The Brazilian tapir, by the way, is the largest in its species. But they are generally solitary animals, except during mating or when a mother is raising her young. They are threatened due to habitat loss, poaching, and hunting, but of course, they're in a zoo here. But yeah, really nice creatures, and they can hold cultural significance, especially in Central and South America. So they often feature in local folklore and mythology, as symbolizing strength and survival. So what we're doing here is we're just looking at ways we can improve this. What actually have we got here? We may look at getting one of those monsters in. One of the reptiles, if we can get a reptile exhibit around somewhere, we may be able to... You know what? I'm actually going to build something here. I might put a hippopotamus enclosure here. It seems like a great place next to the water. Yeah, let's do that. That's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to build a hippopotamus enclosure. I'll just build that now, and then I'll tell you a bit about these animals. Just gotta remember to put a gate in here. Well, that's not right, is it? Put the gate in the wrong way round. Well done, Ben. That is genius, that is. Great, now I'm gonna have to try and delete this and put it the right way round. Ay, ay, ay. Oh well. I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, what am I doing? Oh Christ, now I've pushed it back and made it into a curve. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. This is gonna take a bit of Hey, there we go. Got a gate in. It's in the right place. Now I'm just gonna build the path around it. There's hippo number 1. What the? It's spawning hippos, ladies and gentlemen! Oh my god, it's almost like the warthogs all over again. Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, here are some interesting facts about these animals. They are among the largest land mammal, with the adult male weighing between 3,000 to 4,000 pounds, which is the equivalent of 1.4 to 1.8 thousand kilograms. And they do measure 3 to 5 meters, which is about 10 to 16 feet in length. They have a semi-aquatic lifestyle, which means they spend most of their day submerged in water to keep cool, emerging mainly at night to graze on the grass. Their jaws can open up to 150 degrees and are equipped with large canine teeth that can grow up to 50 centimeters in length, which is 20 inches. And it makes them one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Anyways, back to our tapirs here. And here's some quirky facts about them. How do the baby tapirs look like watermelons, as their bodies are covered in stripes and spots, which make them resemble little melons with legs. Their snout works like tiny vacuum cleaners, that they use them to slurp up leaves and fruit. And it's funny to watch them wiggle their snouts around as they search for snacks. What is this guy doing? Got his little vacuum cleaner out. If that don't scare the tapirs, what will? Apparently they have a little wiggle when they're marking their territory. And apparently they spray their urine backwards by shaking their back ends in what we call the tapir twerk, which may look hilarious and catch them in the act. And there's our research completed. We're going to do some more research on these. I've actually seen one of these in the flesh as well, up at the Cotswolds Wildlife Park, which I'd like to go back to actually and do some filming around there for you guys, because it is probably one of the best parks out there. It is one of the best ones. Back to our hippos. What was I saying about our hippos? Oh yeah, so they can consume up to 150 pounds of grass in a single night, which is incredible. They usually live in groups called pods, which usually consists of 10 to 30 individuals, although larger groups can form. The males are highly territorial and often engage in aggressive displays and fights to establish dominance over territory. But we're just putting some shelter down for them here, as that's what the requirements are telling us that we do. They have thick, nearly hairless skin that secretes a natural sunscreen, often referred to as blood sweat. So this helps protect them from sunburn and keeps their skin hydrated, which is a good thing. Despite their size, they are excellent swimmers as well. Which, and apparently they can hold their breath for 5 minutes underwater while moving. So that is an interesting fact there. I'm just gonna give them some rock in their environment here. Excuse me. Female hippos give birth to a single calf after a period of about 8 months, but the calves can weigh around 23 to 45 kilograms at birth. Jesus. So yeah, that they are fantastic animals, aren't they? Especially when you're, you know. But this is the worrying factor. Is they are vulnerable and they are responsible for more human deaths in Africa than any other large animal. With estimates suggesting that they actually kill around 500 people a year. That is an incredible stat. But then you look at the sheer size of these creatures, and it's, you know, it's they are beasts. They are beasts. But you know, I don't think anybody would want to tackle one. That's for sure. So yeah, what we're doing here, we're just trying to get the terrain the way they like it. We are going to be going over to our panda park in a minute, just to have a look, see what's going on over there. Let's finish this for them. Then we'll take you over to the panda park. The panda park. I will pre-warn you, the panda park is extreme levels of cuteness. And we've got some delivering to do over there. With some pandas being moved and whatnot. But yeah, let's go over there now and have a look.
Pandas. They're my daughter's favorite animal. I think it's fair to say that if ever there was an animal which has captured the public's imagination, it's pandas. Oh, well, that's assuming you ignore cats and dogs, obviously. It'll take more than a cute bear to knock them off of the top spot. Oh, but did you know? Thanks to the incredible conservation work that's being done in China and around the world, pandas are no longer endangered. Amazing! That said, they're still considered vulnerable. So, this zoo is extraordinarily lucky and honored to be part of that conservation effort. It really speaks to our reputation, a reputation that you're going to be in charge of maintaining, along with all the general maintaining too. I really can't tell you how important the welfare of those pandas is. Oh, wait, I can. It is vitally important. The eyes of the world are on you, my friend. Although, perhaps more pressingly, the eyes of Nancy are on you too.
Welcome to China. This is Bernie's brand new Panda Celebration Zoo. So new, in fact, that it's not quite finished, but we'll deal with that later. First, let's take a tour of the zoo. Obviously, the giant pandas are the main attraction for this zoo, and luckily for us, we have one which was born just a few days ago. Let's go and have a look at it. Go on, don't be shy. Select the panda cub.
Oh, look! Oh, he's
Now,
cute.
enter
Look!
animal camera mode.
Oh, oh, that is actually cute. That is actually adorable.
Doesn't it just warm the cockles of your heart? So cute! Did you know that giant pandas, or Ailuropoda merilluca, if we're being formal, are the only
Oh, look at the little guy run.
omnivorous bears?
Oh,
They can actually eat up to 38 kilos of bamboo a day.
sorry, I'm
Not
interrupting
that
Nancy. I
surprising,
shouldn't I?
given that they'll
But
spend
that
about
is just
14 hours a
adorable.
day chomping away. I don't imagine this little fluff ball has that kind of appetite yet, though. Oh no. I just got word from one of our keepers that a sable antelope was placed into a habitat without going through quarantine first, and that they're displaying signs of disease. We'll have to move them into quarantine to stop the infection from spreading to the other animals. To do that, go to the highlighted habitat, find the infected animal, and then select them to bring up their information panel. Good. Now choose Move and then transfer them into quarantine. I've highlighted the quarantine facility in the zoo for you.
So we've got a antelope here
That's a relief.
that needs to go into quarantine,
Now
and we
that
need
we've
to
stopped the
research
infection
the
from
disease
spreading any
here.
further, we
Not
need to
very,
do vet surgery so the antelope can
welcoming.
be treated and then return to his habitat. I've already highlighted where I'd like you to build it, so why don't we head over
But
there?
we'll definitely have a look at this now and try and
In order to build the vet
build
surgery,
a
choose facilities,
veterinary surgery.
then facilities, and then vet surgeries.
To treat this poor animal. It's one of those things where, you know, it happens in the wild. But hopefully we can get the research now and try and figure out what is wrong with the antelope. And hopefully once he's better, we can put him back in with it. Obviously we had to take him out because we don't want to infect the other antelope. Which is,
That's
you know,
the job. Vet surgeries play a very important role in a zoo, as they're the only places that vets can treat the animals. Once there's room for the antelope, the vet will pick them up from quarantine and bring them to the surgery. Yes, diseases can spread through a habitat quite easily, especially if the water inside.
okay, so we've got to treat the water now for the saltwater crocodiles.
I just got a report that one of our water treatment facilities has broken down, and the water in the flamingo and
Some of the other
crocodile habitats has gotten dirty. I've
animals
highlighted
with the water treatment.
facility for you, so you should go and check it out.
We got to get, I think we'll get a bit lower, I think. So that's not quite right here.
Select the water
There we go.
treatment facility to bring up its information.
Oh,
panel.
mechanic's already there. Lovely. That's what we want.
Good work. Now that the water treatment facility has been repaired,
Great
the
job,
water can
Mr.
be heated
Mechanic.
up in two
Great
shapes of a
job.
lamb's tail. You can also use mechanics to repair power facilities, transport rides, bins, benches, signs, and, as you already know, habitat barriers. Now, I'll be honest.
Yeah, this is where we've got to
I'm still a little
research
worried about that disease scare we had, so I think
the
we should
disease of the
look
antelope.
into it. Do Doing research into a disease can help prevent future outbreaks of it. And even if we do have an outbreak, it'll make the disease much less
And I
potent.
think we've got some
I'd like you to start some research into bordetellosis.
research to do.
Disease research can be found in vet research. So head over to your research centre and get one of the vets researching it.
Sorry, Nancy. I shouldn't interrupt, should I? I do apologise. People like to listen to Nancy. And we're going to go to our vets. Wait. Hang on, which screen do I need here? Oh, crumbs. No, that's the animals. The animal screen. Sorry guys, you might hear my dog here is trying to bury himself in my bedclothes here. Here's Jack Russell Levine. That's a massive pain in my rear end. Probably hear him in the background. I do apologise, but what am I doing here? I'm just scrolling through. These are all the animals that we've got in this park. It just gives me all the information speakers. Saltwater crocodiles. Oh, we'll have a look at them later. Right. Okay, let's go back into the zoo. What have I actually got here? I'm going to be under staff. Aha! All the way to the bottom. Where's... Okay. There's vets. No, I don't want to change. I don't want to change their name. Oh, great! Now it's taking me to the actual vet themselves. This is all to do with ticket prices and God knows what. Aha! Here we are. So we want them to search out that one there.
Lovely
Or
job.
Bordetellosis,
Complete. I expect we'll send that disease
I
packing
think
in
was
no time.
the one we were going for.
Whew.
Another item
That was
unlocked.
a close-run thing with those antelopes. I dread to think what might have happened if you hadn't got them into quarantine as quickly as you did. Fast thinking there. We had a horrible outbreak of viral gastroenteritis here at Goodwin House. Although, luckily,
We'll put the other
it was
vet
just
on the
me
other
and my
virus that's
wife.
out there.
Right. Now that we've got all our urgent tasks in hand, we can start to focus on the guests and improving their time in the park. You see, you can also do research into new and improved guest facilities, transport rides, as well as new types of barrier and other things via the workshop. I've highlighted the workshop for you. So head over there, select it, and then choose View Workshop.
Nancy's going to give us another task here. Ah, the workshop.
Finally, assign a mechanic to research.
Oh yeah, I want the mechanics here to
I can't wait to see the next big innovation in
look at some
zoo
souvenir shops.
Great
There it is.
stuff. That research will take a little while, so let's have a look at something else in the meantime. Because we've had some good news. It turns out that we're allowed to adopt more giant pandas. The authorities have given us 3 females to help with our breeding program. Even so, I'm sure you know how notoriously difficult it is to get pandas to breed, so we'll have to be patient. Our current giant panda habitat is full to the brim, but luckily we've already got another habitat ready to go. But before we move our new pandas in, they'll need to go through quarantine. Of course, we can't do that until we've accepted them. So open up animal trading and go into the animal reward section.
Okay, so what we're doing now,
Just choose
they have given us 3 giant pandas, female ones. We've then got to move one of our males from our other enclosure and try and put them into this enclosure to start a breeding program, which we're going to follow here on the channel. So if we do get any cubs, you guys will be the first to know.
While we wait for them to clear quarantine, you should set up their new habitat so they feel at home in there. I'll also need you to bring over one of the male
But,
pandas
you know, I
from
think
another habitat, because without him, we're not
I
gonna have
thought
much of a
I'm
breeding
going to
program, are we?
actually take some time here now. I mean, I'm still gonna play through. So I'm just typing on my laptop here because I'm trying to find the notes I made about this game. How I think this game is going. I mean, I've spent 3 episodes with you guys now, so mainly about 3 hours playing this, and I have to say, it's one of the most immersive and satisfying simulation games I think I've played in a while, and it's one that I am hooked on. But you can see now that I'm moving. I'm going to move this panda. I think there is a few tweaks that it needs. You know, I still got loads to unlock. Obviously, we still want to just try to move the panda into his own enclosure there. It does offer endless customization, from building intricate habitats to creating zoo layout. We are going to create our own zoo eventually. This is just the franchise mode, which gives you an idea on how to play the game. You know, and yeah, we've had a few laughs along the way with the warthogs and the hippos earlier on in this video. But I think it's a fantastic experience for both animal lovers and simulation enthusiasts. It's a combination of creativity, management, and education, and it makes it an addictive and rewarding game. You know, whether you're designing the most exotic animal habitats or managing the intricate needs of your zoo, it offers endless ways to express your creativity, and that I do agree with. This is very difficult. So we've got to get the enrichment up. We've got to get a toy in there, which, there you go, we've just done. The panda's arrived. I'm still learning this game myself. You know, I've been playing it for 3 hours. I'm still learning, you know, what animals like enrichments, what animals think, what animals I like. I haven't done much with the monkeys yet. The pandas and the hippos and the tapirs are probably my most credible ones. Yeah. Ah, there's food enrichment. Let's put one of them in. Where is my panda? What? Hello, Mr. Panda. Where are you? My panda's gone walkabout. Ah, there he is. There's going to be a lot of short grass here. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to give you some facts about pandas. Although giant pandas are famous for eating bamboo, which makes up 99% of their diet, they're actually classified as carnivores. And in the wild, they will occasionally eat small rodents or birds for additional nutrients. But they can spend up to 12 hours a day eating, as Nancy said earlier in the video. But since bamboo is low in nutrients, pandas need to consume large quantities. They have a special bone in their wrist, often called a pseudothumb. This helps them grasp bamboo stalks with amazing dexterity while they eat it. Their black and white colouring serves as camouflage, so the white helps them blend into snowy environments, while the black patches around their eyes and limbs help them hide in forest shadows. They are typically solitary animals, so they prefer to live alone, except during the mating season or when a mother is raising her cubs. But they are notorious for their low reproductive rate. They are incredibly small at birth as well. They weigh just about 3 to 5 ounces, which is about 85 to 140 grams. That is about the size of a stick of butter. And they are born blind, toothless, and hairless as well, which is another common thing about these guys. The cubs typically stay with their mothers for about 1.5 to 3 years before they're ready to venture off and live independently. They can sleep for 10 to 16 hours a day to conserve their energy. And they're also a global symbol of wildlife conservation, including the WWF, which is the World Wildlife Fund, not the WWF that I watch. That's a completely different WWF, and it's actually WWE now as well. But they are teetering as being endangered. There are only about 1,800 pandas left in the world. So they are considered living fossils. They have existed for around 8 million years. Their history makes them one of the most ancient bear species still alive today. That is an incredible statistic there. They're fascinating creatures, and they've got such a uniqueness about them, which makes them one of the most iconic animals in the world. And, They're just so lovable, aren't they? In general. But you know, they're funny. They can do funny things as well. These pandas. You know, apparently they're known for their clumsiness as well. These pandas. They have an unexpectedly loud and high-pitched sneezes as well, which I think is quite amusing. They love to climb trees. They're expert chewers. They can nap anywhere, anytime. Um, they love to roll down hills, and there's our panda, who wants some plants in his enclosure, just to feel a bit at home. You know what? They're surprisingly decent swimmers. I did not know that. Okay, let's give him some plants. I still think this game is fantastic. You do learn a bit as well. You know, especially if you're an animal lover. You will definitely know um, how to do it. Anybody can play this game, you know, as long as you can follow the instructions and know what you're doing. Get some autumn leaves down there. Say they like the snow, but my panda's asleep. Look, oh bless. My panda's actually asleep. Oh, we are gonna get this. We are gonna give him some company in a minute once we get his plants up. Okay, let's. Okay, let's get his plants up, and then we will see if we can get the 3 pandas in here. And that probably will be the end of this episode, because I am coming up to an hour's filming, but of course I've got to edit. I'm not going to put all an hour, because some of it is me taking too long with an activity. So I have cut it down a considerable amount. By the time I edit, I try and edit it down to about a 45-minute episode. Because that's what I think these episodes should be, around the 45-minute mark. We haven't got the coverage right, but what we have got is...
Good news. Our new female pandas have been given a clean bill of health. You'd best move them into the new habitat so they can settle in. And I hope you've made their habitat as comfy as possible, because animals will only breed if they're happy.
Oh, it could be time to put our pandas in. Where are they? Ah, there they are.
Oh, bless. I think
There we
he'll
go.
be really happy.
We have successfully put the pandas
Sooner rather than later. Right.
in
While they're being delivered, we'd better get
to
on
there.
something else, eh?
That will be the end of this video,
Time to rest when you're running a zoo,
and
then.
we will be back next
Unless
time
you
to
think
check
falls.
how our pandas are doing.
Okay, I think it's time
He wants to
I
create a
opened
work
work
zone
zones.
here,
I know.
but I'm going to try and figure that out
Sound as
for
interesting as the
next
animals,
time.
and trust me,
Alright
they're
then,
also
guys.
useful.
Thanks for watching,
See,
and we'll
work
see
zones are a
you
way of making sure that your
next
staff
time.
concentrate on specific habitats.
Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe for more Planet Zoo episodes and for further content on 7 vlogs. From me, Ben James, have a really good evening, and we'll see you next time.
To do that, go